I'm Lara, founder of Lagos Cocktail, and this is the Lagos Cocktail Podcast. Today, we'll be talking about competitions. And with me to discuss this topic is Jacinta Thompson, aka Ogogoro Mistress. And also to my left is Donald Obirode, head honcho at Nod Experience. Thank you guys for being here today.
Thank you, Ms. Lara,
Thank you
for
for
having me
having
here.
us.
Okay, so let's get right into it. Competitions used to feel very exciting and unpredictable. And lately, most people feel that it is no longer so. They feel that it is now predictable. So, what do you think has changed? I mean, I'll start to say ladies first. So, Google Mistress, what do you think has changed about competitions?
Okay, that's a big one. I don't think much has really changed, but I think the bartenders now are more open. They take their time to like create videos, curate like homemade crafted recipes. I'm seeing lots of advanced bar techniques being infused into their signature cocktails as well. And I think they are taking their time now to just process the whole thing before just jumping onto any competition and start bringing out their entry videos or their entry takes. So I think more people are more included now as compared to some years ago.
So, Donald, what do you think? Is it
Yeah,
predictable?
it is predictable, but I'll be forced to agree with a whole lot of what she has said. In fact, everything of what she has said, but I actually do feel it's now more like cliched. Competition is supposed to show out your creativity, but now I feel like it's more about people doing the same thing, rinse and repeat. Create a video showcasing 1 minute. Uh, Growing up in the craft, while I was watching how competitions used to be done before now, it could be spontaneous, on the spot. Just come here, come maybe like audition, and this is what we provide you with. Be creative with it and see if you will advance to the
next
round,
stage.
Next stage.
And well, I'm also looking for more challenges. Like it should shift to the poetic part. It should be more artistic. Yeah, the drink, the outlook of everything is good, but we shouldn't be looking towards just that angle. We could create a competition, maybe look around your environment, just do something different apart from the usual. Do 1 minute of this
Video and
then
post it.
Post and yeah.
So, do you think social media is what has actually changed that?
I think-
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely, I agree. If it's going to be seen before the D-Day, I think it's majorly social media. Yeah, social media has played a long role in that, and I feel why some of the competitions delved into social media, maybe it's for promotion and co. Yeah, I will agree with the social media part. Yes, it is.
Okay, for me, I think social media is playing a huge role, especially when it comes to the storytelling part. So your story, your inspiration, what the idea behind the cocktail you're creating is. But I also think going forward, maybe the competition should be just like you said, spontaneous, more spontaneous. They should just give you random ingredients and you just come up with a recipe on the spot, or work with things that might normally not go together, like maybe opposing flavors and getting to find like the balance between them.
So I'm still going to get back to what you guys just spoke about now, because I want to have a conversation about if these competitions are now about the palate. Is it now about taste and palate, or is it about the skills and the craft, or is it, as some people would say, about the social media following?
Most talented bartenders I know in the Lagos scene do not really have a large following. They are not even that present on social media. They hardly post maybe once in a while. But I've walked beside these people and I can tell you, I would pick their brains anytime, any day. They are very talented. They are very knowledgeable. So I would say it's a combination of everything. The storytelling part, it should also fuse, like have a harmony with what your ingredients are and also the balance of that. At the end of the day, the best bartender or a good bartender is only as good as the balance of their cocktail. Everything should work in harmony.
Okay. Donald, what do you think?
Yes, as usual, she spoke out of wisdom. Yeah,
Out of
but
wisdom.
I must always have something to put into that.
Yes.
As my second said, blessing. Yes, she's right. But another issue we are facing now, we feel the reward is more given to, not in all competitions, some now where we are delving to, is delving towards the most popular bartenders. People like to do things with the most brands would prefer, because you are going to promote, you have a large following. Of course, people will see what we are doing. So it's delving out of the creative aspects. And
Yes.
if Blessings here says that the most people she has met, the more professional ones and the most intelligent and more knowledgeable bartenders she has met with, if they don't have social media visibility that much,
Yes.
but then you will see that the social media influenced bartenders that even does the bare minimum, you see they grow higher. The reward is much more higher than the people you don't know at the back end. Yeah,
Yeah,
that's
so
the
I mean, I agree. And
yeah,
I agree
only
because
difference.
I feel like now we're in a place of visibility. I think visibility is very important. I don't think, some people will be like, oh, I'm good, but I don't want to be seen. I don't want to be known. But we're moving to this is the digital age.
True that.
So you have to be visible. If no one sees you, how do you want to grow? If nobody knows about you, you can't just be you knowing them. So I
True.
think this is the point where bartenders need to move away from their comfort zone. Follow, you have to grow with, the way things are. I remember some years back, if you remember, I was always shouting, we don't see bartenders online. Why aren't you online? Why aren't you posting? Why aren't you connecting with, with global mixologists? Why don't they know you? Why aren't you pushing your content from your bars and showcasing who you are? So I think we can't use that as an excuse. It's not a popularity contest, but you also need to be visible. So even if the brands want to work with someone, you also it has to be win-win.
True.
So it has to be win-win. So I mean, this is to those who are out there. If you're not growing your page, then you're wrong.
Yeah,
You're wrong.
can I chip in something to
Yes,
that?
please, chip in.
I think it comes mostly from the technical know-how. Like many of the bartender, I'm not a techie person.
Yes.
But I'd see myself as a creative. I can create.
Okay.
I have my niche. But it's coming from the part that many bartenders are not technically inclined. They don't know how to push their craft out there with social media. So I think for us out there, we can learn how to like push what we do. We should learn it having digital skills, content creation, and all of this. Maybe it just might help
It
us.
might help, right?
Yes, yeah. It's not like many of us. There is nobody that is creative and they don't want to be known. It's very few of them.
Okay, so I
I'd
hear
like to
you.
chip in there. I think for some of us, it's not just being a digital person or a techie or having a digital know-how. It's been that when it comes to the craft, you're so focused that you lose sense of everything.
Okay.
So when I get into the bar, I lose sense of everything. The bar is like my safe haven. I always tell people that I lose sense of everything. Believe me, if you're truly a crafts person or a creative, when you're creating, the last thing that comes to your mind is to pick up a phone and start recording.
Important.
So maybe you have
So
collaborations and
thank
people
you.
that
So
does
now
that.
it's a conscious effort for you to have to maybe tell someone that please do a video of me. And for some of us, I will not mention names. Oops, me. So for some of us, we freeze in front of the camera. But if you see me without the camera and you see me when I'm in the zone, I'm just lost, I'm doing my thing, you would know I can be hearing you and I'm picking up sounds and everything that is going on in the bar, but I'm not focusing my attention there. I'm lost in the craft in that moment. So it's a conscious effort for you to want to step back and say, oh, I need to capture this moment, or I need someone to help me capture this moment. And I think that's where we need to build on and work from.
Yes, I think it's about being intentional as well. Because I won't sit down here and say, oh, I record or I capture everything that's going on. But I think what I've learned to do now is to pick a day, even though I don't want to, but I have to. Because
Yes.
that's how life is. It's easy. Make a to-do list. Have a day that that, okay, so on this day, this is what I'm going to do. I think that would help. So we need to be intentional. So now I want to go into another question. So bartenders, I've heard whispers around that competitions are now rigged. So I mean, so I want to ask both of you, what do you really think about that? Because I've heard that, when competitions happen, the organizers already know who they want to win those competitions and they work towards that. Those are the whispers I heard through
So
the
now you want to go
grapevine.
first, or do you want me to go
So
first?
I want you guys, let's talk about it. I mean, let's be
This will be very
honest.
controversial.
Well, so we're not trying, because the truth is that's that's the whispers.
Okay.
So I want us to address, it. Why do people have that perception?
Do you want to take it?
You can
Okay.
go first.
Both of you would answer.
So
Yeah, of course.
I'm definitely answering. So competitions are not rigged. I don't care what anybody says or whatever the whispers are. I'm trying to be a devil's advocate, but why do humans in this case being Nigerian bartenders, have a woe is me mindset? Why do you go into something thinking already you're going to fail? If life is energy, the world is energy, you attracted that same energy to you. Go into something, whatever you want to. At the end of the day, we even started this competition thing as a thing of like love for the craft. You enjoy it. You're trying to like let people know you, from the judges to your fellow contestants and the social media coverage that is going to be there. It's a platform for you to showcase your talent. So why do you now go into it thinking, oh, no matter what I do, it's going to be rigged. They already picked their... If you go into the world with that kind of mindset, I'm sorry, maybe that's what you're going to attract. I go into any competition having at the back of my mind, whether I win or not, I'm learning something. Because I've come up against some of the best bartenders in Lagos. Whether we agree on the same techniques or not, whether our craft expertise is different or not, I always learn. I always bring back something learned. I share ideas, I meet new people. You even learn from the judges.
Sure.
There was a competition I was in a while back, and I spoke to a judge about my Zobo Bitters recipe. And he was like, he's going to use it as a reduction for a dessert. And we shared recipes. So whenever he sees me, we're always going back to that Zobo Bitters recipe. So that's what I go to look forward to, or that's what I go looking for in competitions.
I don't know what to say about this, but honestly, I think the competition might not be held for it to be rigged.
Okay.
Right? I think competition in the sense is not a specific competition.
Okay.
Competition, different competitions, some competitions, right? I feel it's the jury members they've picked up for it.
Judges?
The judges, yeah. Let me use that word. The judges. So it could be that some of the judges, not all of the judges, or a very few, or maybe just one, they are not exposed to some practices. And then when you do it, it feels off to them. And then I don't want to cite an example, but then again, but having a judge that, okay, they might just know the surface area or after the foundation of bartending, but then you give maybe a sustainable kind of cocktail in a challenge, and they be like, yeah, man, no, this doesn't work. They will not say it outrightly, but deep down, no, it's not me. I can't. And because of that, you might just get
A deduction.
a deduction. So maybe the competition is not open for it to be like that. We want to reward the best people, but then again, the people that are really fit, that their minds are very open. I don't want to have a judge that has an allergy when I'm making my
Something that
cocktail,
is allergic
and that
to.
will reduce mark to me.
I get that.
So you understand. So these are the things we would love to see.
I'd like to chip in a bit there,
Yeah.
if I may. So that thing you said, I feel going forward, competitions, the judges should be picked based on their knowledge of the craft.
Bless you.
Either chefs, because they are in the culinary world, they know tastes, they know taste profiles, palate, taste buds, bar managers that have been bartenders, people that are in the same industry that can easily, tell, this is this technique this person is using, and appreciate the effort that goes into crafting each of those cocktails. From the sustainability you spoke about, sustainability is basically you using every scrap that you've used in creating that cocktail and nothing
Yeah,
goes to
reducing
wastage.
waste,
So it takes
basically.
someone that has a technical know-how of the craft to appreciate that.
Yes.
That you can turn something from one stage into another stage without having to waste it. So I think maybe going forward, it should be maybe chefs, bartenders, bar managers that can appreciate, the excellence of the craft. So they
Okay.
can judge appropriately.
Appropriately.
Yes.
Yes. So that's right. So, for those who are putting competitions together, please ensure that the judges are people who are knowledgeable about the crafts. It could be a chef who understands flavor profiling, who understand how to, to work on the palettes, on the sustainability. And even for the bartender as well, or the mixologist who is going to be there as a judge, let that be somebody who is knowledgeable, who has worked behind the bar as well, and who would appreciate the craft and the skill that the bartender is using during the competition. Now, the next question I would like to ask is, people feel that for competitions that have been going on now, they keep saying the same names and the same faces. Why do you think it is happening? Why are we seeing the same faces? And what impact do you think this would have on new entrants or beginners in the industry?
So please, can I go into this?
Yes.
Like the word says, it's competition. For the fact, I would delve a little bit from the hospitality industry. For the fact that Barcelona won the Champions League last year,
Yeah.
it does not mean they should not partake the following year. For the fact that they won it 3 years back, and it's a competition, people are passionate. People are passionate about this. I don't want to relegate myself because I won a competition, but yeah, then I just, you don't win and before. No, competition is a way, is an art for me to see if I'm still consistent.
Okay.
I will be judged by professionals, sometimes or most times, people that are more knowledgeable. And if I don't have those people to put me into accountability, how then sometimes or most of the time do I know that I am doing well?
Yes.
Some of us use competitions as yardstick to measure our growth,
Exactly.
our intellect, and how far we are going. So anybody that wants to do it again, rinse and repeat, come again and again. I will say you should just ignore the naysayers. I think sometimes it's coming from a place of jealousy and insecurity. Yeah, that's it.
Shots fired. So what I would say in that is, I don't think a matured bird has ever stopped a hatchling from flying in the sky.
Okay.
The sky is big enough for
For
everybody.
everybody, yeah.
If you see me in the competition this year, please. And I keep saying we don't even have enough female bartenders. I want to see us beautiful, looking good, intelligent, knowledgeable in the craft, and hitting it in competitions every single year. Who knows? Maybe the next competition, 2 ladies might win, 3 ladies might win, and maybe it might be just all female bartenders that are winners.
We're getting there.
You get. So
Is
sign up for
this
the
war?
competition. Sign up for the competition.
No.
Put out your entry video. We're waiting to see what you can do and what you can contribute to the industry as well.
Okay, so that makes sense.
Can I say
Yes,
something
yes.
to this? In the course of competitions, I have had my own share of losses as well as victories. If Jacinta can testify to this fact, I was the last among 17 bartenders
Wow.
at the recent world class, the just concluded one.
Yes.
So, and then people that are just competing for the very first time, they were like 7th, 8th. You're there. I was the last of the last. So it happens.
Yes.
So there's the new bird performed or did better than I
the
did.
OG.
So it could be just one recipe. It could be a technique. It could be a storytelling. Just that one thing. Yeah. So Valencia can beat Real Madrid. It
And
happens.
to add to that,
It
I'll just
happens.
say, it takes you back to your drawing board.
Yes.
Go and plus your T's and cross your T's and minus your whatever, minus your dots you get. Just go back to what you're doing and try to fine tune your craft better.
So
That's it.
what do you say to new entrants who see the OGs and because of that they don't want to come into the competitions? What would you say to them?
My very first competition, I came last. And then I could recall, I told a very good friend of mine, I told her see, if I dey come back again, nobody go see my back. And that following year was a back-to-back victory, 3 consecutive victories from different competitions. So I think it's more about the challenge. I think you should see failure as as a way of going back to the drawing board and be like, I have to re-strategize. I have to do this again.
True.
It shouldn't push you back. It should propel you. It should be your fuel. So yeah, just be passionate about it. And for the 3 victories I got, I met OG bartenders. The first time I saw some of them at Eco Hotels, I was like, make I carry third, man, just collect something. Make I carry fourth, man, collect. And funny enough, after the first guy did, I was like, I can do better than this. The second, the third, I can still do better than this, regardless of this person's position in the hospitality or in the bartending field. And then the confidence came, and then I saw their mistakes and I did better and I capitalized on their mistakes. And yeah, so the confidence has been up since then. So it's just, we don't go
For
back
me,
there.
it's don't stop learning.
Okay.
Don't stop learning. The competition teaches you a lot. It gives back to you more than you give to it. It gives back to you a lot more than you give to it. Don't stop learning. Keep learning. There are bartenders I follow online that I might never see or I will never see, but they inspire me. They've inspired me for years.
Yes.
Keep fine-tuning your craft. Keep learning. Keep evolving. Don't be stuck that, okay, I was a bartender 8 years ago. What I know is what I know. You're going to be lost. You get, keep learning, keep evolving with the times, and the sky is just a stepping stone.
True.
Okay. Thank you. Thank you, Jacinta. Thank you, Donald, for this, for coming. So this is to say to each and every one of us, competitions are healthy. It's about the skill, the craft, showmanship. And like you heard from both speakers, it just impacts on your growth. It makes you get better and better. So if there's any competition out there you want to go into, please feel free to enter into these competitions. Do not listen to the naysayers. Visibility is important. Visibility is king for every bartender out there. Don't be shy. Don't hide. Come forward, do what you need to do. And if you do not understand any aspect of social media, please ask for help. There are other bartenders who are blazing the trail. Ask them to help you. And if you're so busy, it's all about sitting down to schedule when you would like to have your content shot and work towards it. Be better,